Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Headlander. Let's continue. So, we're in a couple different places. There's a secret to the left, there's an area we haven't been to the top left, and there's an area I don't think we've been to in the top right. So, this is the time to do it. I may very well have been here. Let's see. Yeah, I've already done that. Alright, we know that's done.
Must be a new type of ocular drone.
We need, I guess, this platform to come up here. So we can use the body. If we had managed to keep the other characters unlocked. I've got this new boost speed. That is a weird effect. So if I had managed to keep those guys, I could have used that ability to travel a little bit quicker, but it doesn't seem like it did anything different. So, there's a downward teleport here into this room, and easy to miss. Good, thankfully the game just told us about it. And down we go more. So this whole section, I think, is approaching being done. I would need a red person to go over here and see if I can turn in my quest, if I need to turn in the quest. And apparently there's only one elevator on this. It seems like there would be multiple. We've done a lot of work to get to this point, honestly. There's one door here, and then one door down here, and then we're gonna reach the archives. So, let's see if we can upgrade something better. There we go. I'm not liking the polish of this game. The 70s robot aesthetic as a thing doesn't really grab my attention too much. It's not very funny for an Adult Swim game either. I find that about a significant portion of the original content that Adult Swim makes isn't actually that funny. Particularly the small one-shot things. But
I just knew those cows were comers. Repercussions, man. Repercussions.
This is the guy that told us to take out the Spectrum Wars.
That's right. Repercussions.
So we've done all of that. We already got the upgrades. We need 3 more to get this, and 5 more to get Shepherd Hack, and I think we want that. But I also imagine pretty quickly we're gonna find that we have to purchase the 4th basic ability. Here's a slow reward for beating all of this area. Just ride this elevator down with whatever body you think is your best body that you need. And the laser. And see, my health is high enough that I can almost make it without being blown up. But I may have to. You would think that kind of earlier on you would get a full shield ability when connected to platforms like this. That way when you're doing something that's not shooting, you don't immediately die. Let's just make sure we don't die. And you can checkpoint yourself by doing something like that.
Aberration detected. Weapons violate.
Now we've got two bodies that we could also checkpoint ourselves again by just flying in, flying back out. Just cheat the game mechanic.
Held non-citizen.
Just need to keep an eye out. This place is new. And I made it through. For more helmet health. Let's see. The guy that just fell down there seemed to die for no real reason. And we're at the bottom. Like, either the fall damage killed him or something else killed him. So we've done this whole area, the second area. It seems likely there might be a third section and maybe even a fourth section. There's definitely been some things that we couldn't get, so we're gonna end up coming back this direction to get those two things. But we may never go back to the first section unless they're gonna do something like Guacamelee, which would be to have a light and dark side, which Guacamelee stole that frankly from Metroid Prime.
All Methuselah lets her do what she wants, as long as she minds the data. The Kill Queen runs a gladiatorial arena game called Grid Clash.
Wow.
She says it's the future of chess, but it's pretty much just a bunch of folks in costumes shooting each other. The archive computers we need are smack dab in the middle of Grid Clash. And y'all are gonna need special bodies to download the data to. And then y'all gotta keep them in one piece and cross the Grid Clash arena to upload the data to me. I know it makes about as much sense as tits on the bull. Just remember to duck.
So
Who is the horse?
there are a few like cult classic 70s sci-fi movies that could be referenced here, but I'm not getting any of those references. Like, this kind of feels like a slight reference to Logan's Run, but not
I
really.
don't think the pawns ever come back.
This is more just a reference to a computer AI that's turned chess into a shooter game because frankly they probably didn't want to bother to program the... My guess is they didn't probably want to program in chess.
When I open the door, I expect you to move all the way through. Don't just stand there like a dumbstruck statue. You're not a work of art.
I don't like this.
What was I saying?
I don't like the doors yelling at you the whole time. He's not a very interesting character if he's just rude the whole time.
What was I saying? My gem is acting up again. Are you a bishop?
Am I a bishop? So we're just gonna walk in this way. So they just wanted to go with a different design.
Awarded pawn duty are to report to the grid clash arena immediately.
So it's basically killing people. Another thrust boost. You know, I think the thrust boosts probably are helpful. There's been a few places where it's proved to be a little bit of a struggle to get through areas. And it seems like that is a teleporter that's going to take us to the murder dome, so let's go this way and get a quick teleport first. So now we know where it is. See, and this just feels like what's going to happen is we're going to get into a fight and then get the new ability and then go down lower to a third area. Like, in fact, our destination is way over there on the left, isn't it? Data.
In this scientist's opinion, it is unclear whether mind transfer technology is sound. While it appears that we have successfully transferred a human mind into a robotic body, appearances can be deceiving. Even though all outward signs indicate a fully self-aware consciousness, we have no way of knowing what that mind is really experiencing. Perhaps all that we may have constructed is an elaborate simulation of human consciousness. I recommend further study before moving forward with production.
That is a quite deep thought, actually. Almost certainly you would have some kind of supercomputer assisting the transfer of a human brain into a body, and in that whatever assistance it gives, it may very well be just adding a little bit of programming, adding a little bit of personality to fix all the bits that didn't get copied over, right? So you never really would be able to be certain that it's all human. It would be better to be cyborg in a lot of cases and have your human flesh brain in a robotic body like Headlander is than a full android.
Welcome to the archive.
Upload the White Pawns data stream.
All of these
data
computers. And
Can't remember? Did you black out?
So that's a black,
Archive terminals.
although that looks purple to me. So this feels more like a story section.
Tampering with our
I wish the game would always zoom in like this, or a little bit better.
Tired of your old frumpy
But then you
body?
couldn't have guns in the
Would you
game.
like a frame that can stand up to our changing climate? Introducing the Imposter Model 3. Sleek performance in a compact frame, guaranteed to last a lifetime. Now available in a variety of attractive colors.
You could have this game and it could just be melee. Like Guacamelee just was all melee. I don't think there was a single ability to shoot things from across the room. And that's probably where Guacamelee succeeds and this game fails, is the idea of having to zoom out to be able to talk to target and shoot enemies, which makes this scene like this whole scene doesn't look very good. Like your main character is right here in the middle of the screen and 95% of the rest of the screen is useless information.
Citizens are forbidden from using archive terminals at all times.
So the archive terminals are there, but you can't use them.
That tampering with archive terminals will result in summary execution.
What's in all these computers, man?
Incorrect color, no admittance.
For this and other regulations, please refer to your citizen.
White or wrong, you're not coming in. White or wrong, you're not coming in. White is the new black.
So they're going with chess rules here. You have to be a white pawn to get through the white doors, and or a black pawn or a black piece to get through the black doors.
The new standards for citizen body construction are to be effective immediately. Imposter bodies with the 13 designation are to be discontinued. The 13 series bodies may interfere with proper Omega Gem functions. Shepherds are to purge all existing 13 series citizens at once.
So we now see why the 13s are eliminated. The Omega Gens that control all these robots didn't work on them.
Thanks to our can-do attitude and technological know-how, the Everwar is over forever. Top government officials credit the Methuselah
Everwar.
artificial intelligence system as a key tool in outmaneuvering the enemy at every turn. With a victory like this, we can look forward to a bright future of automation and prosperity. A world-class effort is already underway to purify the air and restore toxic farmlands.
And see, I would argue that's not a storyline you would have in a 70s movie. And if that's kind of what this is supposed to be, a 70s sci-fi movie, talking about war wouldn't really be too much of a thing, because in the 70s there was the war.
That's where y'all go to upload the data after y'all download it.
So we gotta go download the data and then upload. Sometimes bringing up these maps kind of bugs out, I'm noticing too. Download.
Alrighty, that palm body can download the data. Just go over and prod that box.
So instead of your brain being able to download it, you have to use the whole
Now
body.
y'all gotta take that body to the upload terminal and broadcast. Since we realigned them satellite dishes earlier, I should be able to catch it.
Enjoy your time in the sun.
And this feels like a rather standard example of an instance where you might be helping the bad guy and restarting Everwar.
There's the upload box. Now go on and poke it.
However, that being said, Methuselah still doesn't seem like she's very good.
Made or received. So now y'all just gotta do it about 5 more times down in the arena. A whole mess of lasers flying about. Mind what I said about ducking.
Seriously?
Behind that black door should be a zap pad down to the grid clash area.
Citizens are forbidden from using
So we
archive
need
terminals at all times.
this. We zapped ourselves here, I guess. So we're probably gonna come back this direction. And these are upward and downward teleporters. I just realized what they were. Interesting. And did we find everything? I guess we did. And
There's a lot of folks here who want to watch the game. I don't much understand why. I guess when crazy is your bread and butter, you get used to just about anything.
I didn't even bother talking to any of these
Help
things.
me, Mappy. You're my only hope.
Star Wars reference, which I don't even think Star Wars was a 70s movie. I think Star Wars is 80s. So it feels like this idea didn't have a historian, man, these buttons, that it needed. Like, it needed somebody who was really, really in love with 70s stuff. And I don't see that as the case. Here's a room. If there's never any conflict, why not zoom in early more? I guess they just wanted to show this scene, and it is slightly impressive. But I have no desire to, like, no desire whatsoever to play and talk with all these people.
Mark the data terminals we're after on your miniscan. Y'all need different body types to get all the data we need. The team color rules are simple. White lasers can't hurt white bodies. Black lasers can't hurt black bodies. Y'all can only hurt bodies that are the opposite color of your laser. And all lasers can hurt your noggin, so be careful.
Well, first things first. Let's find a head in this area. There's one achievement that I think you could have missed, and it's getting ahead, I think, through a basketball hoop. And this is the first basketball hoop I've seen, but that being said, it doesn't seem like that works.
Have to blacklist you.
Whew, this is quite the interesting thing. Let's start with this and go down to the arena and see what happens.
King or castle, bishop or knight, you are all pawns, and now you cannot hide on this field.
See that crystal hang low on the bottom of that gravel lip? Y'all can split your lasers off of it.
Is needed yonder. The eye of the divine is upon me.
So
Enjoy your time in the sun.
when I'm playing in a white body, destroy black body pawns. Honestly, I kind of think I would prefer just to be playing chess. Just to have a break in the middle of the game. Or, you know, they probably would have done better to have a race, since at this point there's a decent amount of thrust you would have had. So flying around for a race like that wouldn't have been terrible.
Y'all got the wrong type of body. Y'all need a white knight.
So we need a white knight.
We judge that to be a poor opening.
And so this is a lot more manipulation. I don't understand why the pawns per se are shooting at me.
Now, get that body to the upload terminal in one piece.
We'd expect better from one who has been knighted.
Come hither, braggart.
Cloud hands.
That poor thing ain't riding ahead.
It is doubtful any of you will ever challenge us.
Go away. Just stop.
So I'm just trying to put and is the upload terminal, let's make sure we're going the right direction. No, it's not there. It's different.
Take that. Shoot us.
Let's hope your endgame is better, little boys.
Fall back.
Why are my shots not hitting the crystal? Seems like all my shots are moving like a knight's shots would be moving in chess. So they found a way to add the elements of chess into this. There we go.
Hater's good. Keep it coming.
That is not how you play our game. Your tour is over, knight. You are banished from the realm.
And now we have more of the map filled. So there's 4 more, we can see them, and so far it's not too bad. I imagine the AI bot
No challengers in the rebel today.
Again, I can't get this. Seems like I can still use this body, which I need. And these gems don't strike me as actually controlling lifts or anything. They're just... And this is the pawn upload.
Never develop little pawns.
So there's a lot of work still to be done. More likely than this square here, the one above the other two squares, is the upload for the pawn or bishop that is black. The white pawn, we just need to get to that point in here, so that'll be a quick turn of events. However, getting into this intersection is not going to work. You'd have to open the door as a black pawn, which is doable, and that can get you two ways down there, and then hope that in that middle section there's a white pawn you can switch to. Or maybe you just use a black pawn to hold the door open and then walk a white pawn through. But then I need a black pawn also to get into these sections and then do all these sections. And then this feels like a long boost area, so maybe a chase sequence, although I bet not. I bet it's more of a boost ball thing. We are one more point away from time dilation. Some of these things, let's see, when you roll into enemies now, apparently it does damage. I didn't even know. Boost is longer now. Overclock the energy output to bodies to make them faster. Yeah, this overclock in particular, I don't like the visual effect for that. We could get more regen. I'm not sure that's going to help anything. We are 40% done. It seems like how much you get done is a little random. Some of it seems to not really be centered around the number of rooms you found, but maybe the number of collectibles, or maybe just the objectives themselves. Maybe one objective is worth 10% and the next objective is only worth 5%. Anyways, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.